everyone, welcome to Tanah Toraja, a place rich in tradition and mystery. I am Sadira Talitha Hanania, and today I will take you to witness one of the most unique and meaningful ceremony. Here, in the middle of the majestic mountain, is a ceremony that has been going on for centuries, a ritual that connects the human world with the spirit world, a ceremony that's not only about farewell, but also about honor and the final journey of a human being. This is Rambu Solo, a funeral ceremony that is an integral part of Toraja life. In this ritual, buffaloes and horses play an important role. However, what is the true meaning behind this ceremony? Why is this ceremony so sacred to the Toraja people? The Toraja tribe, who live in the northern mountain of South Sulawesi, Indonesia, have a unique funeral ceremony called Rambu Solo or Aluk Rampe Matampu. This ceremony aims to guide the soul of the deceased to Puya, the realm of eternity, where the ancestor rests. Without this ceremony, the spirit is considered not yet deceased and can bring misfortune to the family left behind. Therefore, the person who has not yet been ceremonially honored is treated like a living person, given food, drink, and spoken to. In Toraja, social status greatly influenced the implementation of Rambu Solo. The Toraja community is divided into several social strata, which are categorized based on lineage. The four social classes are: first, Tanah Bulaan or the noble class; second, Tanah Basi or the middle noble class; third, Tanah Karurung or the common people; and last one, fourth, Tanah Kuakua or the servant class. The funeral ceremony is divided into two processes, namely the funeral procession or rante and the art performance. The time of execution begins at sunset and is carried out in two places, namely at the mourning house and at the ceremony site called rante. The first stage is first Mapasuluk. At this stage, the prepared buffalo are paraded around the Songkonan, which is the place where the body is laid to rest. Second, Mangri Ubatu. The stone Cimbuang is pulled from its place to the ceremony site by dozens to hundreds of people. Once the stone is successfully pulled, it is planted in the middle of the ceremony site. Third, Mapapengkalo. Beginning with a prayer, the body is moved from the Tongkonan to one of the granaries located in the Tongkonan, where it is laid to rest for 3 nights until the Mapang Solo ceremony begins. Fourth, Mangisilantang. At the Mangisilantang stage, the family members present at the Rambu Solo ceremony begin to occupy the huts that have been prepared beforehand. Mangisilantang takes about 2 days. Fifth, Mapalau or Mapasalo. Like Mapapengkalo, Mapalau also begins with a worship service followed by a communal meal. After that, the body is moved from the barn to the Lakian located at the ceremony site. A procession was also held carrying ceremonial tools. At this stage, the buffalo is also slaughtered and its meat will then be distributed from atop the Lakian by atop Parenge. 6. Alo Katongkonan. At this stage, the grieving family receive guests both from the family and relatives who come for the Rambu Solo ceremony. Usually, the reception area for the guests is in the form of a post. 7. Alo Katoroan. At this stage, only discussions are held regarding the next process, which is the peak of the funeral ceremony, namely Manta Padang. No ceremonies are held at this stage. 8. Manta Padang. This stage is the peak of the funeral ceremony. A number of buffaloes that have been prepared beforehand are slaughtered, and then the meat is distributed to family and relatives according to their respective share. And the last one, Me'a'a. At this stage, the deceased who have been honored are then buried. There are 3 types of burial for the Torajan people, namely using coffins stored in caves, buried in carved stone, and hung on cliffs. Meanwhile, the art performance procession is held not only to enliven the ceremony but also as a form of respect and prayer for the deceased. In this procession, there are first performance of traditional music and dance, second a parade of buffaloes that will be sacrificed, third buffaloes fighting performance, and the last one, fourth, the slaughtering of buffaloes as sacrificial animals. There are several prohibitions and ethics that tourists must observe during the Rambu ceremony. First, prohibition on disrupting the procession. Tourists are prohibited from disrupting the ceremony, which can divert attention from the ongoing procession. Tourists are expected not to speak or act disrespectfully during the ceremony. Behave calmly and do not disturb their emotional moments. Second, prohibited from wearing inappropriate clothing. Wearing polite and appropriate clothing is very important. Third, prohibited from taking pictures or videos without permission. Before taking photos, tourists must ask for permission first from the family or local community. By adhering to this prohibition and ethics, tourists can help maintain the sanctity of the Rambu ritual. Tradition or ritual like this remind us of the importance of preserving and celebrating the cultural heritage in Indonesia, as well as respecting the different way we approach it. Thank you for following my journey to understand the extraordinary Rambu ritual in Tanah Toraja. I hope you now have a deeper understanding of how important this ceremony is to the Toraja people, as well as the cultural meaning and value it embodies.